How's it going, guys? Welcome to Ambro's Landscaping YouTube channel. On today's video, we are doing a riding shotgun. So it was pouring pretty well this morning, so we're getting a little bit, kind of a late start today. So I'll be heading off to go work for at least a couple hours, and then I have to come back and watch my kids because my wife is going to a doctor's appointment. So what we're gonna do is we are dropping the trailer right now, small one, and we are hooking up to the large enclosed one. And we're using the Chevy just because the diesel has mulch in it. We were doing a little bit of a mulch install last week, and since the grass is gonna be really wet, we may have to bag with the T25i. So we're gonna bring both mowers with us. We're gonna bring the B23 and the T25i so that we have both on there, because we would want to mulch first, but if the grass is just way too wet to where we can't do that, then we'll use the T25 and bag it. And since we have mulch in the back of the diesel, we won't be able to do that. So we're gonna be using the Chevy. So anyway, so we gotta transfer all the tools, which was a few things from the small close to the large enclosed trailer, which is not a big deal. So we're gonna get that done. But since the truck is unhooked, let's go ahead and hook it up to the big enclosed trailer. So both mowers are loaded up. We're gonna bring the push mower. This is the wood bank, 21 inch. I've used this before. And we only use this on part of the property. We may not even have to use it today if the grass isn't grown. So we're probably not gonna be able to get a full day. It's supposed to rain a little bit later, so we'll see what happens. So now we gotta transfer everything from this trailer that we need into this one. And it's just all right, all done. All right, so we're gonna head off to the job. As you guys can see, my employee is gonna be taking, his name is Reese. I'm not gonna call him my employee. His name is Reese. And so he's taking the Chevy only because I have to come home in a little bit to watch my kids so my wife can go to a doctor's appointment. So if you guys don't know, this is my new truck. I just got it not too long ago. I kind of had it in one of my videos, but anyways, yeah, really nice 2000, sorry, kind of throwing it all around. 2008 F-150. Actually, it's a 2007. It was supposed to be a 2008, but they lied. So anyways, we're gonna head off. I'll see you guys at the job. All right, guys, so we are pulling into our little condo. This one's kind of hidden in the back here. As you guys can see, we're kind of right through the somewhat of a little neighborhood. We took over this condo, so you guys have never seen this account before. We just took over this condo about 3 months ago, 3-4 months. They've been a pretty easygoing condo. Have like annoying things here and there, but nothing really bad. The previous guy just had been maintaining this for years, and when we showed up, for years he had done circles. He wasn't doing lines. So they were pretty happy to see the fact that we were doing stripes, and well, not necessarily stripes, but more lines. And of course I had to do a bunch of hedge trimming that they didn't do, so I'll most likely get stopped by I'll be getting stopped by the property manager, only because I haven't been here for a couple of weeks. At least me personally, my employee has. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see. Grass is nice and green. So basically it's 3 houses, 1, 2, 3. Really simple to do, just the edging around the outside, the mowing. Surprisingly, the grass isn't too bad. So mowing in wet grass absolutely sucks. So there's a couple ways that we try to do to avoid it. One, we reschedule if it's really, really bad. Since we do strictly mulching this whole year, we've done strictly mulching. Only on occasion do we use the T where we bag it. So if we can avoid it, push it a day, since it is in our contracts, then we will do that. If not, if the grass was really saturated, which this isn't, like that morning dew we get in the northwest, we would take a bat pick blower and blow everything off. Not really the big condos, mostly the front yards, and that at least knock some of the water off the grass to where it's not going to clump and not going to be a hassle for us in the future. The other thing that we do is we'll do the weed whacking first, then we'll do the mowing, and hopefully that gives it at least a little bit of time to dry out. So there's a few ways to avoid it, but if you can avoid it, great. If not, then those are some tips. If not, you just gotta have to deal with it, and that's what we're doing. So anyway, so I do all the weed whacking. I'm gonna have Reese do all the mowing. So he's gonna grab the B, he's gonna start mulching. We're cutting this one. Reese, we cut this at 3 inches, right? Yep. Okay, so we're cutting this one at 3 inches, which is, well, I wouldn't say it's the same height as some of our other accounts. So, but that's what we've been mowing it at since we've maintained it. So we got that at 3. I'm gonna grab the weed whacker since I do all the weed whacking. Reese does the mowing, and we'll get this account done and we'll move on to the next one. Now, if you guys see, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm weed whacking along the edge, and I do it about the same width of the Edge of Pro, which is about roughly 7 inches or something. The reason why I do that is because when we do our first pass along the whole perimeter, we're doing the same line over and over again, and with the same size decks, it's really hard to change up the pattern without having to miss sections. So what we'll do is I'll weed whack along the edges. We'll do this like once a month. I'll weed whack along the edges. That way Reese can take the mower and he can go about 6 to 8 inches inside, and then that way we're not running those same wheel tracks all the time. Makes it a lot easier, looks nicer, that way the grass isn't folding over. So Reese is about to come by with his first cut, so I'm gonna tell him to go ahead and go a little bit further in so he knows that. Alright, so you guys can see that he's cutting a little bit further in, and it's going to change up our line pattern quite a bit. The only other way that I found that you can do that is taking a different size deck, which we have the Hustler 60 inch, and that will change up the wheel pattern at least a little bit. But of course we don't do that every single time. We did it last week for a different account, but not this one. Alright guys, so I just finished all the weed whacking, so I'm going to get some shots of Reese with the walker so you guys can kind of see how that works. In the really tight spots, what we started doing was just going backwards instead of actually turning, because it does more tearing of the turf to turn than just to go simply backwards. And since it's a mulching deck, it's not that big of a deal. So you guys can see in some of the small spots, we just go backwards. It's so much easier. I'll show you guys the backyard and show you the size of the property. So as you guys can see, here's the back side of the property. It's not big at all. It's just 3 little condos. So he's gonna be a little bit. So since he's going short directions this week, it's gonna take a little bit longer for him to do that. So I think I'm gonna go get some hedge trimming done. I've been using this 𝐒𝐓𝐃 battery powered one. It's been really nice. For the past month, I've been using the Milwaukee one, and then 𝐒𝐓𝐃 sent me this one because I said, hey, I'm really liking the battery. Can you guys send me the battery ones? And they said, yes, sir. So they did, and I've actually just been really liking it. It's only for really fine stuff though. It's not for anything heavy duty. The blades will kind of lock up because you'll get a piece of branch or whatever stuck in the blades, and then it'll stop working, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So it's kind of one of the downsides. So that's it right here. So I'm gonna go get a little bit of hedge trimming done, because the shrub that I'm gonna be trimming, Reese hasn't mowed there yet. So what we'll do is we'll trim it up, throw it down in the grass, and then have him mulch it up, save some time. So let's get going. This is another thing that's really nice about the walker, is when the grass is really wet, we'll stop the mower, clean underneath the deck, we throw it right here in our bucket, and it's been really nice. When the deck gets really clogged, it just does not want to mow anything. Just folds the grass over and starts to leave really bad clumps everywhere, especially down the center. So this is one of the great things about the walker that we absolutely love, is that we can just fold the deck up, clean it out. And another great thing about the bucket in the back is we can haul it back there if we're really far from the truck. We're not having to leave it somewhere. Typically in some yards you could just kind of throw it out and then mulch it back up again, but whatever. So anyways, I want to show you guys this real quick before I get some hedge trimming done. Okay, so I do not have a ladder, so this is probably not the smartest idea. I've done it plenty of times before, so I don't care, and I'm on grass. I'm gonna use my trash can to stand up here to do the hedge trimming and clean it off. Do not recommend this, only if you are very well balanced, and I am. So anyways, we're gonna do this anyways, because I gotta get it done, so bye-bye. Alright guys, so the trimming is all done. I did a little bit of hedge trimming, as you guys know, that's all done. So Reese is finishing up this little section right here. He only has one more section, blow off, then we're done. I have to head home because my wife's doctor's appointment. Not a big deal. Let me show you guys how it looks. Looking good. The sun came out for just a second, as you guys saw. Kind of dried it up a little bit. I'm feeling a few raindrops, so we may get some more rain, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna end the video right here just because I feel like this is already gonna be long enough. And then if I record later today, then that will be a separate video. So anyways, yep, it's starting to rain. So I will see you guys next time on Ambro's Landscaping. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos. I know a lot of guys say that they want me to do more riding shotguns. They want to see more in the field rather than the highly edited product reviews. I know a lot of guys, like I said, they like to see us doing the job. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, minimum editing, just straight lawn care, mowing, and all that kind of stuff, let me know, and I will start posting more videos like this. Yeah, that's just it. So I'll see you guys next time on Ambro's Landscaping.